Mike Owens are inside fighting. We're at Cage Warriors London, and I'm joined by Modestas Bukauskas, who returns to action UFC 315, facing Ion Cutelaba. Modestas, always a pleasure, my man.
Mate, always a pleasure talking to you, mate.
It's good to see you. I get a bit sick of sitting with you on Zoom as much as that's fun. It's a lot better than person, isn't it?
Oh, 100%, mate. Like I say, we always have good energy, mate. So yeah, much better.
Let's try and do this chronologically. There's a lot for us to cover. Cage Warriors, enjoying your night so far?
Oh, mate, it's absolutely amazing. Like, they always put on an absolutely amazing show, do you know what I mean? And it's such a great build-up leading into, obviously, the UFC London show and everything like that. I've got a couple of mates fighting, obviously, on this card as well. So a couple of guys from BST. Charles Joyner's obviously fighting that. I've been training with him as well. So, yeah, mate, it's nice to just sit back and just watch the fights instead of actually being in the fight, you know?
And talk me through who you have a vested interest in on tomorrow's UFC card. We've obviously got Jordan, we've obviously got Mick.
Yeah.
How you feel about those
yeah. So obviously Jordan and Mick, because Jordan's been training at the same club as me at BST Academy, and he's an absolute killer. And I know he really wants to, show himself on the full camp and everything like that. And he's got a lot to go out there prove. And I'm so looking forward to see his fight. Obviously Mick Parkin, another one of my training partners, good friend of mine as well. One of the big boy camp up in Tom Aspinall's gym. I'm obviously looking to see him, go even closer towards sort of the top 10, top 5 in his division as well. So that's another interesting fight. And obviously I've got my eyes on the light heavyweight division as well, because we've got Carlos Silva versus Jan Blachowicz, which is also another very entertaining and interesting matchup for the fans. So it's going to be such an amazing, literally from top to bottom. You got Nathaniel Wood on, like literally so many ex-Cage Warriors fighters as well.
Don't start trying to name everybody, because then you'll forget somebody and you'll feel guilty.
100%.
I was going to say then, Carlos Solberg, Jan Blachowicz, what's your early read on that one?
So, I mean, my take might be different to everyone else's, but I actually think Blachowicz might come up with the upset in that fight. He's got a very good heavy submission grappling game. You see him implement it against a lot of the top fighters. He's got very heavy calf kicks as well, which you haven't seen too many people do that against Solberg. Obviously, Solberg has got very, very heavy hands, so obviously if you catch one of those. But same with the Polish power. So in my opinion, I'm just leaning towards Jan Blachowicz just to cause the upset there. But yeah, looking forward to watching that one.
Let's talk a little bit about you. I was so excited. First and foremost, congratulations, because I haven't spoken to you since. Congratulations on the last win. I was so excited when I saw this fight announcement, because this must be one, when you look at your style, you look at his style, and this one must be exciting.
Very, very explosive, fiery matchup. And it's funny because straight after we're in the interview room, I said, it would be nice to fight the winner of Iber Aslan and Ion Cutelaba again, just to work my way up the ranks. Ion Cutelaba is a veteran of the UFC. He's had loads of fights, loads of experience. He's fought in the top 15 as well before, fought all the top guys. So this is another next step, next progression for me in my career as well. And I'm just looking forward to it.
Do you remember the stat I threw at you last time we spoke?
What was that?
The stat was, in your first UFC run, you went 1-3. In your second UFC run, you went 3-1. It's now 4-1.
Yeah.
So really getting that good form going. I know, obviously, you've got this massive fight coming up, but how far away do you think we are from looking at getting a number next to your name?
Well, I've got some interesting things planned for after a win in this fight. So like I say, I'm going to keep those a secret for now. Like I say, I'll keep this for the post-fight interview afterwards. But mate, like I say, I just want to fight towards the top 15. I want to, as a UFC athlete, you're all wanting to fight for the belt. Do you know what I mean? That's the big prize. That's the pinnacle of the sport. That's where we want to get to. So obviously, I will do whatever it takes to get to that level. And I've got a very interesting matchup with my eye on for the next fight after this. But of course, I'm fully concentrated on going out and taking out Cutelaba. That is my full focus. So looking forward to it.
He took out Aslan early. He took out Khalil Rountree early all those years ago. How much of this fight is kind of weathering the early storm, in your opinion?
Oh yeah, he comes out very explosive, very aggressive. He has sort of calmed down a little bit in his fights. Like, he's become a little bit more measured, but obviously because he realizes he can't go all out so crazy like early on, otherwise he's going to kind of use up his energies and force mistakes. So I can expect him to come out still very explosive, very aggressive, but at the same time a little bit more measured. So like I say, it's just down to me to find those reads and implement my game plan.
We did an interview with Jordan earlier this week, but we also did one the last time he fought before his fight against Garam, after his fight against Garam, I should say. And he said that he was happy that he lost because it gave Garam a second chance in his career. Can I ask, have you ever been happy to lose? Because that's a very unique mindset in the fight game.
I guess you could say losing to Khalil Rountree was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me.
You think so?
In a weird way. my knee is now like completely stable. It's probably in some areas better than it was before, you know, even after the operation. And it gave me a completely different perspective on the fight game, which has led me to this run that I'm having right now, and leading me on to more future victories as well. Just a completely different mindset, a different way of training. I had to change everything, because if you stay the same, you're just going to get the same results. You know what I mean? So that fight actually forced me to change a lot. So I'm actually thankful for that loss, because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Last one from me, and thank you so much for your time. We caught up with Yuri Prohaska this morning. He is campaigning for another shot at the light heavyweight title now that Magomed Ankalaev is the new champion. Do you think Alex Pereira deserves a rematch against Ankalaev, or do you think it should be one of the other contenders, Prohaska, or perhaps the winner of Jamal Hill, Khalil Rountree?
I think it was probably already set in the books that they were going to have a rematch. If it went, listen, it was a decision, so obviously, you know, that would warrant a rematch. Obviously, in my opinion, definitely Ankalaev had more rounds in the bag there. You know, Pereira was talking about having an injury as well. So, I mean, there's loads of other guys that are very deserving of that shot as well. Like I say, Yuri Prohaska being in that mix. You got Khalil Rountree, Jamal Hill. I mean, the division's like literally wide open. But it's just very interesting, because there's going to be so many amazing matchups in the future.
100%. Lovely to see you for the first time. For the first time.
Second time, sorry.
Second time.
Yeah, no, he's been pulling my leg about that.
I forgot that we've met before, because I'm not.
No. Now he's making everyone think I'm some sort of moron, you know.
I'm only kidding. Good to see you, my friend.
My man, very good to see you.